Colleague Indujit Kundu is also joining me on the story. Indujit, since coming to power at the centre, the Modi government has been focusing a lot on the development in Northeast. They have inaugurated multiple projects. In fact, the central government, the BJP, often says that Northeast is the gateway to Southeast Asia.
Well, look, look East policy or the Northeast policy, there has been an impetus by the Modi government over the past 1 decade. We've seen several, big infrastructure projects to boost connectivity. And one such project was, of course, the Bairabi-Sairang railway connectivity, which was flagged off by the Prime Minister today. In Manipur, of course, the situation is different. The context is different because Manipur, for the past 2 years, has been ravaged by ethnic conflict. So, on one hand, you have the Prime Minister's infrastructure push, where 8,500 crores of developmental projects will be inaugurated, kicked off by the Prime Minister. But nothing is lost on the consciousness of the common Manipuri, because the fact is that the Prime Minister will also be reaching out to various CSOs, civil society organizations, the internally displaced people, people who have not been able to return to their homes. At this point in time, the Prime Minister is meeting those people in Churachandpur, and why this visit is significant and why, despite the rain, you can see behind me, this is the historic Kangla Fort. Shortly, in a few hours from now, the Prime Minister will once again, come back to Imphal, and then he will address a gathering here. And braving the rain, it's heavy downpour out here in Imphal, but braving the rain, a lot of people have already started lining up here at Kangla Fort. I was just inside the Kangla Fort a short while back, and I met the former Chief Minister Biren Singh, overseeing the preparations inside. We will be able to play out his exclusive interview where I did ask him about the significance of the Prime Minister's visit, and he said that this is going to be a turning point as far as the state's ethnic crisis is concerned. And everybody, he's saying, at least the BJP seems confident that the Prime Minister's healing touch will be something that would be able to change things on the ground. So a lot of people coming in. I can see BJP supporters, government officials are slowly lining up at the Kangla Fort, where the Prime Minister is expected to speak. At this point in time, of course, the Prime Minister is in Churachandpur, and as I said, the Prime Minister was supposed to go to Churachandpur directly from Aizawl. But due to inclement weather, the Prime Minister could not, land at Churachandpur. So instead, he landed at the Imphal airport. So he came to Imphal airport, and then he took the route to Churachandpur, which is about 2 hours from the Imphal Valley. So that, tells you the kind of significance that the Prime Minister attaches to this program. Despite the weather, he made sure that he reached Churachandpur so that he could meet those people, civil society organizations and the internally displaced people, and perhaps give them a sense of hope. That's very, very essential, because there are certain key issues which still requires political resolution. As far as the Kuki-Zo community is concerned, they are welcoming the Prime Minister's visit, but they are also adamant that they're seeking a separate administration, that they cannot live together with an administration which has a Meitei dominance here, mostly in the valley. As far as Meiteis here in the valley is concerned, they are saying that Manipur's territorial integrity cannot be compromised. So these are issues that will require some amount of deft political negotiation to bring both sides not just to the table, but to an agreement. Because even though things look normal on ground here in Imphal, people are going about their work, and there is no curfew. Similarly, in Churachandpur, things are coming back to normalcy, but there is still a buffer zone. There is still this anxiety between these two communities, and people from both these communities still can't visit each other in these two regions. So it's like a state divided. Meiteis cannot visit the hill districts of Churachandpur. Kuki-Zo community people cannot come to the valley. So how do they access the airport? So these are issues that needs resolution. Over the past 7 months, there has been some semblance of normalcy. But the Prime Minister coming here does provide some sort of a turnaround as far as this entire crisis is concerned. the opposition, Congress, of course, hitting out at the Prime Minister, saying that this entire trip,
Right.
it has been given, it almost looks like a managed event, and they're saying that this is nothing but to make the crisis invisible. But the BJP seems, as I spoke to the former Chief Minister, they seem very confident that
Right.
this is really going to be a turnaround as far as Manipur's ethnic conflict is concerned.